For children who are 8 to 12, what's the most important feature to look at in a sports camp is a camp which offers a diversity of sports, exposes the child to many, many different sports. Once a morning, twice in the afternoon, they should be changing from sport to sport all the time. And it shouldn't just be looking at the sport, they should be participating and doing the sport. That's vitally important for any camp from age 8 to 12. Also from age 8 to 12, it should not be a sports specialization camp. Sports specialization should not occur until well over the age of 12. You want to have a camp that actually has a diversity of activities that allows the person to explore all possible sports and recreational activities available to them. For ages 8 to 12, camps can have a certain level of competition, but competition should not be the main aspect of the camp. Camps for ages 8 to 12 should allow a lot of repetition of activities that they can learn, those fine movement skills that they have to have, like throwing, catching, running, jumping, etc. For children ages 8 to 12, it's really important that the camps are not fitness camps and using adult training methods on children. They should not be specializing on a single sport. They should be looking at many, many different forms of sport. What are the features of a good camp? First, a good camp should have people that are knowledgeable, that run this camp, that are knowledgeable about the long-term athlete development model. If they're not aware of that model, then you have to be suspicious about that camp. Any camp for a child, whether they're from ages 6 to 12, should offer a diversity of activities throughout the day. Every single activity should have a lesson plan with learning objectives. It doesn't mean that they're structured all the time, but it does mean that they've got objectives throughout the entire day and the child is changing their activity to activity in a fun, encouraging, and motivating manner. A good camp will be inclusive of all levels of fitness and participation. They'll be able to accept children of all backgrounds and all abilities in their camp. You won't be seeing children sitting on the sidelines if they're not fit. So that's an important feature of the camp as well. We shouldn't see a lot of lines in camps. We should see children playing all the time and not just being instructed. Parents should be very concerned about safety in camps, and that if the camps have lesson plans for the children, generally any lesson plan is going to consider the safety of the participant during the activity, so that there's not a lot of balls flying in different directions, that the equipment is safe and sound. Also in camps, there should be personnel trained in first aid. Parents should be aware that scuffs and bumps are a natural part of being physically active, and they will occur in camps, but that any personnel should have an emergency action plan as well as some level of first aid training. Lesson plans should be developed for every aspect of the day in a sports camp. And these lesson plans should allow a kid to participate through repetition in a fun manner. That typically means games from 5 to 8. For children 8 to 12, it can be minor levels of competition and structured competitions.